Should we double stage?
Might as well. We had a yoga meditation retreat center, so that means we have
all the good vibes.
Yeah. All right.
Anytime we have a problem, we have sage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we introduce ourselves?
All right.
Who wants to go first?
You.
Me? Hi everyone, I'm Nikki. Aries Sun, Scorpio Rising, Aquarius Moon. And I'm gonna start coughing. I have been here for 2 weeks and 1 day. Nice to meet you.
Okay. So, Terry Ford, Aries Sun, Leo Rising. That's right, double fire, and Aquarius Moon. Been here about 1 year and 5 months.
I'm Emily, and I am an Aries Sun, Cancer Moon, Sagittarius Rising, and I have been here.
What? So much fire energy.
I'm just like literally burning this place. Yeah. And I've been here for exactly 2 weeks today.
Fun stuff.
Fun stuff. Triple fire.
Triple fire. We are the 3 Aries here. I think we're the last 3, right?
Yeah. We're holding down the fort.
That's all we need, though. We
have a lot of energy. We really lucked out with the 3 of our energies. So
I feel like it goes well together.
Yeah. But there are some that are just not gonna. Yeah.
It could be dangerous.
It can be really aggressive.
It is aggressive, but it's a good aggressive.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about community living.
Today we're going to talk about community living.
Yeah, Emily and I, like we said, we've been here for 2 weeks, whereas Terry, he's been very acquainted with community living.
Yes, very, very acquainted. The
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah, and ugly. We laughed, we cried, we wanted to permanently actually protect people.
Yes.
But
Astral, that's a whole other day, is astral projection, okay? That's a whole other day.
we're like, you string along just the next episode.
Yeah.
So, that's how we do our own.
Yeah.
So what's it been like for you guys?
I think it's fun.
It's really fun. It's an adjustment, but it's really cool, I think, for me at least, to be around so many like-minded individuals and like people who I feel are in alignment with like me and my purpose, because I feel like especially on the spiritual path and like living a more like high vibe lifestyle, it's hard to find people who you resonate with so much. But even just here, I'm not sure how all community living is, but like here it's cool because everyone's kind of like in a similar place and like open to learning from each other and like just being with each other.
Yeah.
So that's been really nice, and I feel really grateful for that.
Yeah. I mean, we are lucky right now. We do all live separately, like in our own cabins.
Our own rooms,
so this could be a new episode. We get roommates.
Stay tuned, guys.
But
Hopefully not soon.
Right now it is really nice. Like you do have your own space to kind of like do your own thing. But then all the stuff that you kind of thrive on when you're in groups, you do together, like dinner time and like yoga classes and meditations and activities. You do them with a group, and it just like heightens the activity so much more when you're surrounded by more people. Just being, I mean, I've worked in groups and on teams my whole life, and it's never been the same type of energy when you come somewhere and like everybody's like vibing kind of like on the same frequency as you. You're like, so it makes it easier to be like thrust into this like big group and have so many, chefs in the kitchen.
Yeah, right? Hey, I don't know. It works out good. Sometimes it's a recipe disaster. Sometimes you just get a home run. And I think it's really good to mention like how so many people have been in isolation, and now we're kind of flipping the switch with all community living just like this. And from my perspective, being here for months, years, whatever, it's waves. So you'll come into a good wave, and then you'll have some crazy people come through. Sorry, I'm crazy.
We won't
be crazy out here.
We're gonna keep it real here, okay?
We'll be crazy
some
sometimes.
Some people are batshit crazy.
Not right now.
We haven't met them yet.
Pretty chill.
No,
knock on wood.
It's beautiful right now. Like, I'm so blessed to be surrounded by so many amazing
Aries.
Yes.
It's all eyes.
Other people too, they contribute too. Because it always hasn't been like that though before. So what I've seen, you'll have a good wave of people and then not so wave, and it just keeps on going. And as far as even yourself, you'll go through waves of growth. And sometimes it's not happy and sunshine, even though there's a lot of sunshine and rainbows right here, and butterflies too.
Literally rainbows.
Yeah. Butterfly right there? Yeah. They're everywhere, guys. They're everywhere. But like, yeah, it's good to know how to like live with that and go through that healing.
Yeah.
If you don't know, it can get ugly quick.
Yeah, for sure.
About your boundaries and like things that like, you know, you say no to and say yes to, and your own time schedules you need to honor. So yeah, it's been.
Yeah. I think it's important to recognize that like no matter where you are in life, like you can be in the middle of paradise in Hawaii and you still have these cycles in life. Like life is never going to be a constant high or a constant low. Like we just go in and out of these things regardless of like community living, regardless of like if we're on the beach every single day, like that's just life. Like life goes in cycles, nature goes in cycles. So I think that's a cool thing to note, that it's like, yeah, life might seem really amazing here, and it is, and it's awesome so many times, but like we can still have bad days and like bad weeks and not feel our best, and that doesn't mean that it's gonna last forever. Like just like ups and downs.
It rains in here in Hawaii, just so you know.
A lot.
It rained a lot today.
Emotionally and at the same time.
Oh my God! Don't even bring it up.
It's getting real over here.
What do you think is the hardest thing about community living?
The hardest thing for me is a lot of things. It's just when you get attached to somebody and you really deep. They are real. Like when you connect with somebody and then they leave.
Yeah.
Everybody does it in a certain way, and some people can do it gracefully, even though they might be like tearing up inside. Some people are just like this big thing, wah, and whatever, all in between. But it's hard to see some of your best homies leave, even though they're not gone. You can connect again, but like
it's not the same.
Yeah, the moment time you have is like never be the same.
Yeah, and I think like I've only been here 2 weeks, and like that hit me really, really hard yesterday, and I've left people my whole life, you know what I mean, like moving from Massachusetts to Rhode Island, and then like changing jobs in Rhode Island, and you know, even coming here, leaving people home, like nothing hit me like how it hit yesterday. And it's like, and I just think it's because we're connecting with so many people that are
difficulties
my
happen.
camera died, so now we're on my phone.
Picking up where we left off, I think it's just so much, it hits you so much harder because the way that you connect with people here is just unlike any other type of connection that you have in just like modern day society, you know? Like you're surrounded by so many people who are so similar to you and like seeking the same things and feeling the same things and like respecting the same things. And I think that's like
Getting real here, guys.
it got more safe.
We're just gonna constantly I mean, I think, but that also highlights like one of the beautiful parts of living here is like that you can deeply connect with people so quickly. Like we've been here for 2 weeks, and I feel like I've been here for literally 2 years. And like it's very unique to have the experience where you spend so much time together and you like really like go deep beneath the surface instead of just like small talk, like
right.
What's the weather like?
And when you say things like "I'll see you in the astral plane," people are like, "Yo."
I know.
People
It's real.
like, "What's the astral plane?"
Dreams be crazy out here. Just let you know.
You got that good mugwort.
The good herbal teas, the good mugwort, and even those crazy jungle sounds, the pigs.
The pigs.
The
That's
frogs.
a whole other episode too.
The wild pigs.
We're doing an episode on wild pigs. Get ready for that one.
It's fun.
Oh my
We'll
God.
do like a nighttime episode.
Nighttime at KMEC.
Terry with his flashlight.
Terry with the podcast.
Yeah, there's a podcast with the machete.
With the machete,
There's so many pros and cons living out in the jungle. Like, yes, you're so close to nature, but that doesn't mean that it's blissful.
So close to
So,
nature.
like, we have a screen between
close.
We're basically living in a screened porch, so it's great. It's
With geckos.
There's a lot of
With
geckos.
straight geckos everywhere.
Jungle cats, which we love.
Yeah.
There's rats. We call them mice.
They're mice.
We need to call them mice.
You know, they're like
It's less
ratatouille up in
scary.
here, like
Yeah.
chefing it up.
Yeah, the ratatouille. They come in the kitchen in the middle of the night and cook things up. And
When Terry's not there, they're there.
They're there. Yeah, when Terry's not in the kitchen.
You're like, oh, head chef isn't there.
he's gone.
let's start making
Let's make some food.
It's cool. I mean, it shows you like one, what you actually need to like survive, like to like
To
what are your
literally
basic
to-
needs.
Yes.
Like, we don't need all this like room and all this stuff.
Oh
like,
my God, yeah.
Everything's so simplified here, and I'm like, yeah, okay, my feet may always be dirty, but
Yeah.
like, okay, so what? Like, you just sort
Yeah.
of like learn how to adjust with it, and like. My life has completely flipped around since coming here, but I'm like, okay, like this is reality now, so let's just take it as it is and like
Right. Oh yeah, just go for
full
it.
send.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
just the first couple days that I was working with Olivia, like the things that she would have me do, like she was just like she could survive in the jungle for the rest of her
Yeah.
life, dude. And I was like, what is that instrument? She's like,
Yeah.
it's a machete, cut the and I'm just like, you know.
Yeah.
But like those are skills that like I would prefer to have, you
Yeah.
know, like being
Yeah.
able to survive in the jungle.
Growing your own food is a huge
Yeah.
thing. It's like we grow our own food,
Yeah.
like I would say a big portion, all our greens, all the food, you know, our seasonings, herbal teas, fruits we have.
Yep.
We catch our own water, you know, when it's raining, it's actually a good thing because y'all
Yeah.
be thirsty.
I know.
At some
Yo,
point in time.
last night when it was like pouring, I was like, let it rain. Pour down on me.
Nice showers.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a long
Longer
shower.
showers.
Longer shower, 'cause you don't feel guilty when it's raining.
When it's raining,
yeah,
take
like
a shower, yeah.
coming in, it's okay.
Recycling.
Yeah, yeah.
Solar is a thing, so you have to be super mindful of electricity.
Yeah.
So many times people are so unmindful coming from mainland society. You know, yeah, pay the bills, okay, whatever, but
Yeah.
you don't have a certain amount of solar until it's just gone, until it's sunny.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, back where I was living in Massachusetts, it was winter, so like it was a lot of inside time anyways, so and it's a lot more outside time here, but it just kind of like pushes you, like I don't need to be sitting inside like chilling on my phone.
Yeah.
Like, and even at night I notice myself, I'll go to my room around like 8:30 or 9, and typically I'd sit there on my phone scrolling or maybe my light on reading a book, and I'm just kind of like, you know what, I'm just gonna chill for a little bit and like sit with myself and meditate and then I'm gonna have some wild ass dream and go to bed.
Right?
You know what I mean? Like, so it just kind of makes you sit with yourself a little bit more, which I'm really grateful to have that opportunity here.
Yeah, and I think also just be more intentional. Like you were
So
saying,
much
like,
more intentional.
Here we only have Wi-Fi in 2 areas of the property, so everywhere else it's like my phone doesn't work, so I can't just scroll on TikTok for hours or like watch YouTube videos when I'm bored. Like, I do still scroll and like keep up with things, but it's not like hours on end, and I'm like, okay, I have some free time, let me read a book, let me spend some time with my friends, like let me go, I don't know, sit and watch the trees. Like
literally just
Yeah,
stuff
instead
like
of
that.
like Facebook, we actually have our face in a book.
Yeah. Oh, it's very. You have fire.
Everywhere you like go on like outside living is self-development, I would say. You can look at it that.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to the beach. We're like outside nature, listening to nature sounds. People pay for that actually. People have apps for that.
It's so funny. The first couple nights with the coqui frogs
Uh-huh.
and like the pitter patter of the rain, I was like, I've listened to this before.
Hawaii track. Okay.
On that machine that I keep next to my bed that plays white noise.
I'm gonna have to like record it when I go back.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to sleep anymore.
This
Yeah.
is authentic right here, guys.
Yeah.
This
This
is
is
a
real
deal.
stuff. Yeah. What do you think is the most difficult adjustment that you've had to make?
Ooh, yeah. That's a good one.
I've been journaling a lot about this lately.
Oh, ready.
I think
Oh yeah, I smelled it.
for me, it's the feeling of like being on all the time. So it's like always being around people. Like even though I have my alone time and like I can go back to my room, living in a community, like you still have the energy of other people. So even if I'm like by myself all day, like I can still feel other people's energy. So it's been like at the very beginning, the first week that I was here, I felt like I always had to be with people. I always had to be doing something. Like it was just go, go, go. So it's like taking a step back and checking in with myself and being like, okay, like do I want to socialize? Do I like need to take more time? Like do I need to go to the beach? Like whatever it is. That's been difficult, but it's also like really beautiful because it's like I can share how I'm feeling and like open up to others. But it's just like I don't know, checking in with my own energy and like feeling the energies of others all the time, especially after 2020 and like living at home with my parents and like spending a lot of time like truly alone. It's been different, but it's really nice. And like when I'm surrounded by such amazing people, I'm like, it's okay, like they're not draining my energy, so that feels really good, and I'm grateful for that. But it's an adjustment. What about you?
Ooh. I think that that's definitely it. I mean, I haven't really like, it's so strange because I feel like I've had to make such huge adjustments, but I don't feel like I've made any adjustments. If that weirdly makes sense.
That challenges you, like really like.
Yeah, and I think that that's probably the most evident one is like just being surrounded by so many people, and I like didn't have the intention to come here and want to be around so many people all the time. I mean, I knew that there would be people here, but like I was like, I'm just gonna do my own thing.
Community.
Joke's on me. I want to hang out with people like all the time. I'm like down to chill. I'm like, who wants to play? You know? So I guess maybe like just finding that nice balance of being around people and then also being by yourself. And just there's been a couple instances where like I was at the beach one day walking, and we talked about this, and I saw one of our fellow community members, and I was like, hey, do you want company? And she was like, no. And I was like, at first it hit me, and I was like, and then I was like, wait, and then I was like, well, wait, okay, so I don't really want to sit with you. Not that she's a great person. I just kind of want, we were doing our own thing, and I just respected it so much that she was like, no, I want my alone time, and she felt completely comfortable communicating that to me. She felt comfortable that I would receive it in a respectful way, and that was cool, you know. And then just like a couple other people here, just asking them. Like the other day I was talking to Olivia, I was like, hey, do you want to come down to the hot ponds? And she was like, no. But then afterwards she was like, but keep asking, because I might want to one day. And I think that, like that's so cool, to be able to say, because I think, I know that I'm super guilty being like, I don't really want to do that. But
you're like,
that sounds like
and
fun.
Then you're like, I don't want to.
And then you're like, damn it.
Boundaries is a real thing. You gotta have really clear boundaries and always check in with yourself, because so many times you'll not check in yourself and you'll be like feeling that type of way.
Overwhelmed.
I'm like, why am I not feeling this good? I haven't had my own time, or I did all those things I didn't want to do really.
Yeah. And I will say, I think being here, I mean, I've only been here, like I said, 2 weeks, but like, this is such a cool place to like assert your boundaries because everybody's so respectful of it. That like I can be really okay with like creating boundaries, putting them into play, and then taking that like, okay, now I feel comfortable doing that, and now I can take it to people that might not be as receptive, but I feel comfortable and I feel more like capable to assert boundaries.
Self-development every day, every second of every day. All we do is practice out here.
It's just intentionality and mindfulness. Like when I'm brushing my teeth, like when I'm home, if I let the water run, I'm like, I let the water run. Let me go turn it off. But here I'm like, I turn the water off.
And if you do forget, we have Ohana meetings, and we will discuss that in the meeting.
We'll get called out.
Lovingly
called out.
So you're the first. Have you ever had an Ohana, like a community gathering? I don't know. I would call it Ohana meetings though. Like our Ohana is our family in Ohana.
I've had a few for like clubs that I've been in at school, but not, I think, as intimate and like personal as these. Like these just feel like a family, like, I don't know, you're eating at the dinner table, or like you have like a family meeting. And like it feels like a vulnerable and open space to like safely communicate what's been going on, like whether it's good or bad.
I mean, and I've had meetings for work and whatever with my teams, but with us, like when we're all sitting around, like if I looked at you and I was like, hey Terry, your podcast the other night was mad loud, you'd be like, oh wow, thank you so much for letting me know. Now I know. Like I feel comfortable like being vocal about like things with our group, you know what I mean, in a way that I wasn't comfortable. And that's so weird because I've known you guys for 2 weeks and I feel comfortable communicating how I feel about things, but people that I've known for 8 years, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that on like, okay, don't call me out in front of everybody now.
Well, no. We had a discussion. No, but like.
A cool way of saying though, in Ohana, just like how we phrase things in a group, like, you know, I've noticed people might be having loud music, you know, respect quiet hours. And I'll get that. I'm like, oh shit, yeah, that was me.
That was
cool,
me. Yeah.
Cool,
Really?
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and that's what it is too. Like when somebody says something, you're like, oh, did I do something like that? Oh, maybe Tuesday night, like my music was a little too loud. Like,
Yeah, it helps you be more mindful.
Everybody in the
like,
whole group,
yeah.
actually.
Absolutely.
It doesn't be one person, because everybody like, well, think about it. Was it me? Was it not me? It doesn't matter. I'll make sure I'll be more mindful.
And now,
of
like
that.
in the future, like it definitely won't be you.
Yeah.
I think the community, you have to have clear communication, because
Yeah.
then people start like being passive aggressive and like resenting other
Yeah.
people, and they're like, some people
Yeah.
have their podcasts.
Well,
so
and it is, yeah. And it is so funny because we do all basically share responsibilities.
Yeah.
So like there are people that are going to be on housekeeping one day, that are on kitchen the next day, that are on grounds the next
Yeah.
day. So you got to really like be respectful of all those different zones and areas like when you're there,
Yeah.
because you don't know who's coming into it next.
Yeah.
And I guess if you guys don't know, out there in the imaginary land, we all have a thing called
That is
Seva.
imaginary.
Yeah, Seva, which is what is Seva called?
Selfless service.
Yeah, selfless
Yeah.
service. So we all have like grounds work. We caretake the Aina, which is landing in Hawaii. The kitchen is the coolest because, you know.
He's head chef.
So many things.
Yeah, so many
I
things.
like it too.
Yeah,
I'm like,
laundry
not her
department.
territory.
Yeah, we're not though. So many things.
Housekeeping.
Yeah, housekeeping.
Yeah, and it's like cool to be able to like do the different jobs, and then everyone like you just don't take it for granted. You know,
Yeah,
like if
absolutely.
I never cleaned the bathrooms, then I'd be like, oh, like I can keep this a little dirty. But now I'm like, oh, the trash needs to be taken out. Like I'm just gonna do that because it's there, and I know that someone's gonna have to do it eventually. So you just
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
Like not
Yeah.
even thinking about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Cleaning up spaces, like
Yeah. Well, it's just respecting the spaces and respecting like the communal living and respecting other people. I think that's what it comes down to.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's a big mess. Like, you don't want to be like the person like, dude, who did this mess? Everybody's just kind of like not angry looking at you, but like, well, like, oh yeah, it was me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be more mindful, and it's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Why do you guys like the kitchen chef the best?
Me.
yeah. Ask her that question.
Terry's the best, and he's teaching me so much about plant-based food. But also, I like the kitchen chef because I get to snack on the meal before.
Yo, that was
we
true.
actually
When you
eat
made
it.
that pizza, I had like
Yeah.
5 pieces.
I'm like, I
before we
have
put
a
it
meal
out.
before we actually have the meal.
Yeah.
You know, you have to taste it to make sure that it is okay.
Yeah, you have to
But don't
taste
tell
it.
anyone that. That's
Yeah.
a secret. That's the best part.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it's not the kitchen, what is your favorite?
Well, teaching yoga.
Teaching yoga? I respect that.
Emily's
Obviously,
a great
but
yoga teacher.
but that's like a gift to be able to do, like honestly for myself. Like I really enjoy teaching it. So I guess like the work trade that I like to do the best is grounds. And that's just because like the first couple times I've done it, it's been like Olivia with like hacksaws and like and like
This
like
small girl,
machetes and stuff. And
19
she's
little girl, just
she's
like
19 years old.
Emily's our grounds manager, so
and
she
she's our
takes
grounds
care of
manager.
everything.
Yeah, and
Amazing.
she's just incredible. Like, I'll be like, "What's that?" She's like, "Oh, it's like whatever it is, like whatever herb,
knows-
whatever tree, whatever."
Bush, plant.
Oh my God, it's
So
it's
much
incredible
knowledge.
how much knowledge she has.
Wow, she-
And
just playing the, what's it called?
oh, I don't know what it's
Playing
called,
the-
but she's like a little
Kalimba.
musician.
Kalimba, playing the
And she's
and
chilling.
knitting.
Knitting,
like
playing
the fire
kalimba. Yeah, I'm like,
She's good at everything. We love you, Olivia.
Yeah, we love you, Olivia.
Yeah, shout out Olivia. Yeah,
pretty
you're my favorite little territory for sure.
On a good point, we meet amazing people out here. So many,
Yeah.
like I would have never met these beautiful queens right here if I wasn't here at KMEC. Around the world, people come here from Russia, Germany, like
Brazil.
yeah, Brazil.
Brazil.
Like I've seen it all from around the world, and you get to like really break those cultural barriers
Yeah.
down, which is phenomenal if you've been like in a small town and you haven't been exposed to like global communities. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, I mean, even in the U.S., I've never met somebody from Kentucky.
Yeah, Kentucky.
Yeah, you know, we're great.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to meet all these new
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, and it's just like you learn from their experiences and like just learning about people's lives and like how they grew up and like what they're used to and like sharing meals. Like there's just so many things. Like that's why I love traveling, is just learning from people and like getting to know people and like seeing similarities and differences. And it's cool, like we were talking about at the beginning, just like being able to connect with people so quickly, and like even if it's a short amount of time, like you gain so much from that connection. And that's one of my favorite parts about like living in a community like this, is you just are continuing to like learn more about yourself and the world and other people, and like you're just expanding your perception, and you're like, oh my god.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So pretty much community living makes you amazing.
Makes you amazing.
Pretty much.
Yeah, community living is the best. I don't know how I'm ever gonna live by myself ever again.
I'm getting spoiled.
Yeah. We live pretty good out here. Usually in jungle living, it's not that bougie out here.
We're pretty.
Yeah, this is pretty bougie, I will say.
Us drinking our kombuchas. And
there's
having
the biggest bottle of kombucha.
Yeah, that's like a huge bottle of like nice kombucha.
we get to the end today, you know?
Yeah, getting into it.
Yeah, our own laundry department.
Laundry,
Hot showers out here.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Yeah.
Meditate every day.
Meditate.
Yoga. We cast circles.
Yeah, cast circles.
Cast
some
circles.
witchcraft. It's great.
Yeah, I got some witchcraft going on. We play tarot every night.
Yeah, a lot of tarot.
I love that.
Welcoming the new energies to the land. So hopefully some beautiful people come this way. 4 people left, 4 people coming in.
In and out.
Yeah.
Like non-attachment.
Non-attachment.
Every moment you're just practicing self-development, non-attachment. Beautiful thing. To really like see something you love so much and then like, okay, go butterfly, be free.
Yeah.
It's probably not that serious.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. And it does teach you, like, I mean, I think that I've talked like with people back home and like my psychic, my therapist, my friends, you know what I mean? And then pulling cards here and being like around so many intuitive people, like I know that like my journey is community love and like this like expansion and like bigger. And like, I mean, we're throwing out, I met Serja, like let's, you know, we're send up some love to Serja. Love you.
Love you, Serja.
Love you.
Met him like
T-Man.
2 weeks ago, and like losing him was like, you know what I mean? It was like really crazy, and I was like, I've never experienced kind of like such a pure loss like that before. And it was like, that's the work. Like that is that love that I'm supposed to be cultivating.
Right here.
You know?
Yeah.
And just to be able to experience that in 2 weeks is like, God damn it, what am I going to experience in 3 months?
I know.
I'm scared.
Buckle up, baby.
Yeah, strap yourself in, man, because it's going to be a wild ride.
Yeah.
I do find out like when people come here, they definitely get more sensitive in all the ways. Like just for me, I experience telepathy all day long for meals. Actually, I'm like, oh, I should make this, and people are like, oh, I was just thinking about this. Da 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 da.
That's when that happens.
Yeah, all the time. Like, you're making what, Terry? I was wanting this all day long. Oh.
Yeah.
We call it coconut wireless.
Coconut wireless.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, it's true though.
Yeah.
Like you kind of get in tune with other
like,
people.
yeah, we get into like sync. It's like we don't even have to. We're just gonna start not
Yeah, we're
talking.
just, like, give it like 3 months.
It gets a little weird.
This little thing that we're doing, we're all just gonna sit here like this.
We're just
You're just know.
You're all gonna know. If you don't know, you don't need to know. But if you know,
You know.
you know.
Community living.
It's great.
It's definitely a non-adjustment, huge adjustment.
Yeah. But it's awesome.
But it's amazing.
It's like weird, but it's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, literally.
It's not for everyone, but
Yeah.
if you're called to it, I think seek it out, and those experiences that are supposed to find you will find you. The people that are supposed to find you, they'll find you. So just be open to it, and, you know, run towards the fear and open your arms to it, because that's where the biggest growth happens.
Right.
Absolutely.
Every community is different, though, so you have to find a community that resonates with you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Your fam bam.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Any last things, closing notes, what you want to say? Big like some people.
What about you?
Oh, people laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you asked. You ask the question and then you dip out. You're like, community living is dope. I'm grateful to be surrounded by so many different, but so many like-minded people. And especially my Aries peeps. All my fire signs.
Yeah, we're great. Yeah, I think, I don't know, the things that is coming for me is that you can find this community wherever you go. You don't need to live in a community to find those connections. So just be open to connecting with people and like don't have all these assumptions about people. Because the thing here is I think like everyone just sees each other for who they are, but so often in normal life, you just are going so fast that you never even slow down to actually see the people that are right next to you.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely slowing down.
Yeah, that's
like,
a big thing.
Taking a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, island time.
Yeah. Connections. When we truly connect with our brothers and sisters, we truly see them, innately we're going to make this world a better place.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And on that note, we're making your lives a better place. You're welcome.
Yeah, hope you
say
enjoyed
thank
this.
you. Man.
Let us know if you want us to start a podcast.
First one's for free, but the other ones,
Yeah, you have to subscribe.
We're trying to make a bank out here in the jungle.
I mean, we're bougie, but we ain't bougie enough. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
That's
Aloha.
good. Aloha.